Hey guys, it's Jason here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the video. We're out today with the team Corelli Kagama. Haven't ran this truck in a while. I did have a bit of a minor issue, guys, back here. Your little kind of inserts on the D block, they had kind of stripped out, so the truck was still kind of running. I didn't really notice it when I got home. Or I didn't notice it till I got home and I was doing something and I noticed there was quite a bit of movement in the arm. So I had to order those, but I've got that replaced and we're back on the stock tires. We're up here. I just got finished running my Asuga from the freshly rebuilt, the whole rebuild that I did on that. So I thought I'd also bring the Kagama up for a run. The Asuga got kind of hot. It is 28 degrees Celsius here right now. It is dry and disgusting. And there's a little breeze, which actually seems to be making it worse because it's just pushing around really hot air. But either way, let's give this thing a run. Alright guys, so I'm back here. My work just bought this place. I've been here before a couple of times, not very often, but they just ripped up all the pavement. They're building a daycare back, well, here, and then this is going to be obviously like all playground and stuff. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to get out here, rip it along on the dirt. Oh, what a little animal. Definitely need a bigger place to run. I mean, I know there's a field there, but I was kind of just hoping to stay on the dirt. But yeah, this thing, guys, is like, I'm doing like little half throttle blips and it just wants to scream. Okay. We may have to get out on the field with this thing, but we are going to start off with some jumps now. I have been having a heck of a time, guys, hitting this ramp. It's on like an angle, which shouldn't make that much of a difference, but I have had the worst time trying to hit it. Like, I want to do big speed, but I just seem to be all over the place. Nice. When I was driving the Asuga, I said if I can make it the whole run without hitting that thing, I'll be happy. Easy double backflip. Nice. This thing's a rocket. Literally. Some of you guys will know what I did there. All right, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I am hot. I am feeling pretty gross. I'm having a good time. But I'm hot. And what you guys didn't see was at one point, one of my neighbors came over and talked to me for about 15 minutes, and I just stood here in the sun baking. Oh geez. And it was funny, I was walking with the Asuga at the time, so I kind of was holding the body up to try to block some of the sun, but that didn't work all that well. Wow, this truck has fantastic control though. Weird, you know, I usually am jumping down, not up, and it kind of throws you off just a little bit. Nice. Nice. I think I should just use the space I have right now, not try to do a long run up or anything. Oh! It's funny, I keep hearing like noises, like, you know, something that would be like a chipping a tooth, but then I remember what I'm driving on right now. Oh, guys, I have a feeling, I think I'm pretty hot, because that's the feeling I'm getting right now. Oh, geez, guys, yes. That is very hot. Oh, man. It even actually smells a little bit. And I almost feel like it's... Yeah, we're going to shut this thing off. ESC is, of course, fine.
All right, guys, we're home. We've got the Kagama back on the bench. It's all cleaned up. And yeah, I'm an idiot. So since I started driving this truck, I basically have only ever driven it in fall and the spring, obviously when it's a lot cooler. And this was the first time out kind of more in the dead of summer, as well as we were out in some massive heat. So I should have kind of paid more attention, monitored the temps, and I didn't. And unfortunately, yeah, we completely toasted a motor. We kind of popped it out here, where the wires go in, as well as these wires right here, and wire they out. So when I got home and I started looking at the truck, I wanted to obviously, guys, get this motor out. So I'd started trying to pull these leads out of the ESC. And the crazy thing was, I don't know if they got so hot. It's like they had almost seized with the connectors on the Mama Monster X8S, because I could not remove them. It didn't matter if I tried to come down here with pliers and pull it out. They did not want to come out. So I tried my best, but at some point I just had to kind of start reefing on the actual wires themselves and using the wires as leverage. And yeah, that's how these came out. Like I said, these things were not coming out at all. So yeah, kind of a bit of a bummer. Probably, guys, again, too, with it being a lot of heat in here, that would have messed with the solder joints and stuff like that. So yeah, sucked. Now, to explain how hot it was, the best way to describe it was, okay, yeah, you could not touch, you couldn't even, that hurt, like just hurt. But when I brought the truck back to the bench, I'd grabbed it by the wheelie bar, brought it back, put it on the tailgate, and then I think I'd disconnected maybe the battery. Can't remember. I did a few things, but then I'd reached under the truck to move it, and I couldn't even do that. Like, I was like, whoa, shit. And I kind of dropped it because the chassis itself was so friggin' hot. It was unbelievable. So to be fair to the rocket motor, it did take a lot of abuse, because obviously it was hot, and it was hot for a while. But yeah, so I'm kind of bummed about that. I'm pretty sure, guys, I may take the motor apart just to see what it looks like at some point, but I'm pretty sure, guys, this thing is toasted. I'll probably go with something like either a Castle 2200, or I've got a couple of other rocket motors still. I have a 2050 that's in the Max Slash, and I've also got, I think, a 2250. So I might play with things for a bit, as well as I think I also have the 2050 Team Corelli motor. I've got one of those too sitting around. And for ESCs, because the Mama Monster X8S may end up in something else, I may throw a Mama Monster X in this truck. I had originally gone with the big ESC and a bigger motor because when this truck first got released, a lot of people had said, oh, it was a lot heavier, you need to go with a lot more power. So I had bought the roller, and then I chose a bigger, torquier motor. And then when I got the truck, and if you probably go back to some of the earlier videos of this truck, I did say that, oh, it actually doesn't weigh what I thought it was going to weigh. The way some people had kind of made it sound that it was going to be a heavy truck. That was not the case. One thing I will say, though, the Mama Monster X8S running the KCRC fan, this thing, guys, was still ice cold. And the other crazy thing, and I gotta grab it, this is kind of my original bashing series Gens Ace 6S 6800 milliamp pack. So I had this in the Mama Monster X8S with this rocket motor. And even though I've got a ton of Gorilla Tape on it, guys, just to kind of protect it and stuff like that, you can see that this battery is not all bulging out. And that was actually kind of my worry when I got to the truck and I had noticed what was going on with the motor. I kind of was like, oh man, and I was really, really worried about the battery itself. But when I grabbed the battery, it wasn't all that hot. It was warm, but it wasn't all that hot. And again, guys, there's nothing going on here. I honestly would have expected that between the motor and the heat, the way the motor went, that the battery would also have been toast, but that was not the case. So either way, overall, again, still loving the Kagama. And oddly enough, guys, you know, I always like to give all the credit to the Kraton 6S, the EXB. To be fair, my Kraton 6S EXB version 1 was an amazing truck, but lately, the version 2 and my Big Rock have not been up to the same ARMA standards, the same ARMA durability, where the Kagama has pretty much been taking everything I've given it. So this is, I don't know. I think, guys, this is kind of becoming sort of almost like the benchmark for a basher, because it does seem to take more now than the ARMAs do. So either way, though, we're going to get the motor back in and we're going to get this truck back out. Obviously, I got to figure out my gearing, probably go down to like maybe a 12 tooth or a 13 tooth or something like that. Definitely go with more cooling on the motor and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, overall, that was fun, besides from totally destroying a motor. But yeah, as always, guys, if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, please subscribe, and have a great day.